story I will never forget about Nessie. For many years, I have been taught about the monster of the deep. Hello, my name is Mimi, and I'm 86 years old, and I have got a story I will never forget. Here's my story. A long time ago, I began to hear some strange noises coming from the basement. One night, while I was reading old marine chronicles, I fell asleep for a few seconds. My book fell on the ground, and I heard something from it. I went to the library to seek for answers. I silently entered the room when I heard it.
Pick me! Pick me! Pick me!
I looked around and I followed the call. On the second shelf, there was a book struggling to draw my attention. I went there and took it.
Oh, finally! I've been waiting for centuries.
I was so astonished and speechless at the same time. But the moment I reached for the book, a secret door on the floor opened. The next thing I remember was water all over me and a pair of eyes staring at me.
Please, don't be afraid. I don't want to hurt you.
The same green, slimy thing continued. Then I knew it was her, Nessie.
What is it? Is it a tree? We are not dreaming. We have just crossed the border to another land. Flashlight? Flashlight? What's that? We set off on a journey and we will discover the mysteries of our underwater world. We are the only person who can enter this world because we have been chosen to protect us.
Welcome to Splashdown. My name is Book, and I'm your guide and your teacher. I want to show you our country, so I invite you to follow.
Both Book and I were alone in the cave, and its 3 doors. I wondered what there was behind the 2 other doors. The first was made of wood, soaked by water, was full of holes, and its hinges were a pile of rust. The other, however, was of gold studded with rubies, emeralds, and diamonds, and the hinges were intact. On the door also was placed a placard on which were carved silver the following words: "Here you will find happiness." Once I recovered from the shock, I saw a large sign that read, "You have found the happiness." At this point, the seahorse told me that the gold was the door of evil, while the wood was that of good, and this must never be fooled by appearances. Splashland was wonderful. I loved at the first sight. Everything was blue and green, and I liked Nessie and Book a lot. We had to swim very quickly, because Nessie said that mermaid called Elena wanted to meet me. She told us a story about a treasure hidden in an underwater cave. The king of Splashland was really afraid about his gold, so he decided to have it safe in a place where nobody could steal it. But he died, and only Elena, who was really old, knew where to find the treasure. She asked me for help. Splashland was in danger, and only paying an enemy a lot of money could help to keep it safe. I promised to do whatever I had to help Splashland. Then enemy came, and they came in bundles. long time trying to find some allies in our fight against Aquarius. But Nessie was sad. She must save Splashland, but she didn't want a war which destroyed the world which she loved so much. So we came back Elena's cave. There we sat to rest near the wooden door, and our tiredness made us to fall asleep. When we woke up, we realized that we were surrounded by Aquarius and his army. I stood frozen. I realized the only way out was to trick Aquarius and his army. My plan had to be quite clever. I would take Aquarius to the evil door and trap him and his army there forever. So I caught up with Aquarius and told him the golden door was good and the wood door was bad. He entered the golden door determined to get his jewels, and he stood at the door furiously. He said,
Yes? Yay!
Aquarius was gone. But what about Nessie? I thought Nessie had a horrible ending, but really she was fine. Once I had said my goodbyes to everyone, I left Splashland forever. But before I left, I said,
I will never forget you, Nessie.
I began to walk away and heard in the distance,